1,000 to 10,000 crore people have lived in the face of this earth. Almost 10,000 crore people like us. They have lived, studied, they brought up, they prayed, they died, born again. Almost 10,000 crore. And the modern science says, the forensic science says, science and technology says, not even one in this 10,000 crores. In the 10,000 kodi, in the 10,000 crores, in the past 1 lakh years, in the kind of 1 lakh years, 10,000 kodi manusharil, not even one person will have your same fingerprint, will have your same thumb impression. That's the reason why in modern laptops and all, you have fingerprint identification. In London, where I stay, where I study and all, they don't have passwords. Whenever they go, they either use any of these fingers, or they have something called the retina scan, which you might have seen in English movies, the retina scan, or they have palm scan. Just imagine, when atheists, those who deny God, talk to me, they ask me, what is the proof of God? I tell them, the simplest proof of God. In this 1 centimeter, there are 10,000 crore permutations and combinations, or 10,000 crore different varieties. Just imagine, if you take your thumb and see it with another person's thumb, you will not be able to identify the difference. But in this 1 centimeter, nature, God, any name you call, whichever name you call him Ravo, you call him Allah, you call him Yahweh, you call him Rama, any name you call, in this 1 centimeter, that Prakriti Shakti, that Pranava Shakti creates 10,000 crore variations, permutations, combinations. And scientific studies say, in the next 25,000 years to come, in our next coming, say another 1,000 generations, not even one person will have your same fingerprint. That much unique we are, that much different we are. Just imagine, if in this 1 centimeter, we can have 10,000 crore variations. How much unique and different will be your brain structure? How much unique will be your DNA structure? Your mental makeup, your intelligence, your tendencies. So, the basic search of any human being is a search for prana. Prana means a search into oneself. Search for prabanja, searching to the nature of the world. Searching to pranava. Pranava means God or cosmic energy. So it's a combination of 3. Whether it is prana, prabanja, pranava. And we have an attitude of prarthana to all this. And in order to concentrate, or in order to symbolize that deity, we have a pratishma. That is what we unite. We harness that cosmic energy and in a place. I would request, I was talking to Maharaj and I was also sharing the idea. Earlier, centuries back, you might have heard of a Padmanabha Swami temple in Kerala, where recently almost 1 lakh crore, around say 22 billion worth of assets are for. One more huge treasury to be opened, and they say it is almost, including the antique value, it will touch almost 8 lakh crore. That means Lord Padmanabha, in a lighter way, Mr. Padmanabha is richer than Bill Gates, he is richer than Ambani's, he is richer than Carlos Mexico. He is supposed to be the richest person in the world. All our temples have this kind of wealth. The Western forces, the British, the Dutch, the invading armies looted it, taken away. You might have heard, Christopher, 500 years back, Columbus discovered America. You might have learned America is right now saying the so-called powerful place in the world. But Columbus was never in search of America. Columbus was in search of India. He heard that there is a land called India, there is a civilization, there is Hindustan there, the most prosperous civilization, the most good people who didn't even know those when they went out because they trusted people. He was in search of this place called Bharata or Hindustan or India. He accidentally fell to the American continent. That's the reason why he called people there Red Indians or Native Indians. Even if you go to America, you can see places like India, you can see there. So we were a civilization that was so affluent and so powerful, but we lost our for many years because we forgot to join two things. There are two aspects of a temple. One is social, one is spiritual. Both are not contradictory, both are complementary. Materialism, spiritualism, they are not contradictory, they are complementary. They are one and the other. One is the lower ladder, the other is the higher ladder. Both are the same ladder. One on the higher aspect, second on the lower aspect. So I was discussing an idea with Swami, Yuvraj Swami. Our temples, we have 7 days in the week. So if days can be devoted to the learning process also. For example, one day, say Monday, you can have a session on yoga. Yoga will help you cure your physical problems. Many senior ammas might be having backaches. Many people might be having problems with fat reductions. They are going for medicines. Many people have be having problem with good breathing patterns. So one day you can devote 1 hour after Divaradhana to yoga sessions, Hatha Yoga, physical asanas. Second day you can devote it to dhyana, meditation or deeper levels of meditation, attention, awareness. The third day you can devote it to Ayurveda and life sciences. A person can come teach you about some basic concepts of Ayurveda, how you can use herbs, plants, daily diet, what all should we have. Another day, the fourth day, one person can come and take sessions about what is a temple, what is the concept, what is a pratishtha, what is a vahana, what is vimana, what is mahamudabhishek, what is the puja scope, what are the mantras. Fourth day, fifth day, a person can come and take sessions on either say spirituality, about the ancient spirituality we have, the great masters we had, whether it be Bodhidharma, Gogar Swami, whether it be Shankaracharya, whether it be Tiruvallur, you can take sessions about that. Another day we can devote it to art and culture. We can sing praises, we can have dance forms. So people might have different orientation. One Amma might be interested to sit in yoga, physical session, but not yoga. Another person might be interested in listening to knowledge and theory, and he might not be interested in say Ayurveda and life science. Another person might be interested in diet, life science, but not on yoga because he cannot perform yoga. So every day on 5 or 6 or 7 days, you can have 1 hour session here, and you can contact the Divine Life Society there, the Swami to take 1 day class, another Swami to come and take another day class, another person to come. So temple will be a place for social and spiritual activities. We can one day discuss the problems society is facing, your nation or community is facing. We can have a discussion, we can brainstorm, and all under the or all during the supervision of Lord, because Lord is here. So it will be a holistic development. The word holistic in the Western sense, holistic means total. But in our context, we can also say holistic means holy. And whatever is total is always holy. Whatever is holistic is always total. Whatever is holy, H-O-L-Y, sacred, is also W-H-O-L-Y, holistic. So I would say Yuvrajji, other Swamis, Ganesh Swami, everyone, Mr. Swami, everyone is very much interested in your welfare, temple's welfare. So think about these things. Devote, I would say, not more than 1 hour. Every day 1 hour, so that people will have different orientations, interests. They can have, for example, I am a person, I would like more to meditate. So I can go for meditation. I am bad at singing. Whenever I sing inside because I am such a bad singer. But another person who is very good in singing or art forms can perform art. So these things should also be thought of because a temple is a place for social, spiritual upliftment, renaissance, rejuvenation, punarjeevan, energization. So I hope you will think about these, you will brainstorm about these. When you come to Sabarimala, you have a combination of all. We are trying to restore it. In the same way, you will also restore and you will ultimately find those three. Your prana, your soul, prapancha, nature, world, and pranava, Ayyappa, Lord Almighty, God, Brahman, whichever name you call it, any language, you will find that. Swami Sarnamayyappa, Ayyappa. Swami Sarnamayyappa.